Hi, this is Aaron from Sibling Rivalry, and today we're going to be making a hot sauce using some peppers that we grew at home.
Bon appetit!
The peppers that we have today are the red hot chili peppers that you've seen in our previous video. If you don't know which one that is, check the link above somewhere here, and Val will link the Italian Greyhound cocktail, a spicy Greyhound cocktail I should say. We also grew some scotch bonnet peppers using some experimental pods. They turned out pretty good. So we did that in the click and grow, of course, so make sure you check out our video on the first time that we went about the click and grow. We'll have a link up here somewhere covering that. And yeah, this recipe is pretty simple. We're just going to, I'm just loading up the recipe here. It's pretty straightforward. So it just calls for 20 peppers, some vinegar, some salt, and some minced fresh garlic. We didn't have that on hand, so we're using some powdered garlic. And because it's concentrated and powdered, we're going to be using a little less than what the recipe suggests. And in our own variation on this, rather than just using regular salt, we're using a chili lime salt that we found at our local Winners or Home Sense. It was one of the two. All right, so to get started, I should be putting gloves on, but who needs gloves when you can get chemical burns all over your body? So we're gonna cut up the peppers here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the stems off and slice them lengthwise down the middle. Okay, so there's a stem, and we're going to be putting everything into our saucepan over here. So make sure I show that. And these chili peppers are pretty small, so it's a little tricky cutting them lengthwise. So just be careful if you're doing this at home. And from this point onwards, I cannot touch my eyes or my ears or my nose. Okay, there we go. That's super exciting stuff, I know. Every riveting second. We're actually going to take the seeds from the scotch bonnets and see if we can replant them. Ooh, I can actually feel that on my hand. Okie dokie. I'm actually going to cut these guys into quarters because they're just kind of more meaty than the standard pepper that you'd be using. So I'll just go this way. And we're going to have links for all of the ingredients and tools and stuff that we're using today down below. It's an Amazon affiliate link, so we can earn a little bit of money from doing these videos. We're not in this for the money, but if it can help us make more of them, that's always good. So we appreciate your patronage if you decide to buy something. Okie dokie, there's that guy. It's gonna take a while. And of course my nose gets itchy.
Hey Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that during the early 1900s, during the big polio outbreak, capsaicin, which is the hot stuff in the peppers, stopped the polio outbreak from moving south of the United States border?
Huh. How'd that work?
I don't know, science.
Science? Okay. Maybe it like affected their susceptibility to polio?
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't read that far.
Neat.
Fun fact.
Only time when polio and fun fact can be said in the same sentence.
Exactly.
So, Peter Parker picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Parker pick, or Peter Piper pick? The cool thing about these Scotch bonnets is they show the temperature, kind of like the spiciness based on the color. So like green is not as spicy as like all the way up to red. So it's pretty cool. It's like a thermometer, almost. Here, I'll save this guy for some seeds, even though that's got some of the meaty stuff. That's like when I talked about the previous video, in the previous video when I talked about the capsaicin being strong like next to the seeds, that's like the connective tissue right there that I was talking about. So, neat stuff. Ooh, yep. It's giving off a strong, spicy smell. The vinegar definitely smells stronger than the, what's it called, the peppers right now. So if you've ever wondered why some hot sauces, like cheap hot sauces that you buy at the store, or if they've been sitting out for a while, they start to taste vinegary. A lot of times vinegar is the base for the hot sauce. So we'll set that off. Okay, so I'm actually going to take the lid off this guy to make this a little easier. One. 2. So we actually got this grinder from IKEA. It's really cool. So check it out if you like it. You said 1 teaspoon, right? Okay. Okie dokie. So there's that. Oop, I'm just getting this back in there. Groovy, groovy. All right. And from there, we're gonna go put this on the stove, mix it up, reduce it down. Welcome back from the time lapse. So what I've done in the meantime, I took everything out of the pot, put it in this blender cup for our Ninja blender, and that includes everything that was in the pot. So seeds, everything that was in there, like literally everything. So you just kind of pour it in, make sure it's in there. How many times can I say that it's in there? One thing that you will want to be aware of, don't do what we did. If you're doing this in a small space, put a lid on it, open some windows, don't pepper spray yourself like we did. It was assault with a deadly pepper. There's a joke for you. So we're gonna blend it now. So yeah, just put this in here, lock it in, and power. And I think we'll just do the pulse, see how it goes. Oh, and I wanted to say thank you to my old friend Dalton for reminding us to make this video that we promised to do a few months back now. So thanks, Dalton. And I hope you try this at home and not the pepper spray part. So just to explain what I'm doing here, I'm just blending it and looking at it and making sure that everything's kind of homogenized and mixed together. So you just kind of keep going until that's done. You can also use a food processor for this, but this is what we had on hand and it does just as good of a job as a food processor would. So Oh, and another thing, with the recipe here, if you find that it's not spicy enough for you, after you've cooked everything down and put it in the blender here, you can essentially unlock this and taste it. Like, you unscrew it and taste it, and if you find it's not spicy, then you can just add a bit of pepper, like some peppers in there, uncooked. So you want to make sure that when you're doing this, you do, like, if you're tweaking the heat, that you tweak it after the base has already been made. Clearly not. Not intentional to taste it that way. It's kind of got a citrusy thing. I guess that's from the lime. Let's try a little bit. A little bit of a froth in there. Oh God. Oh, that's spicy. Oh, that's kind of like, ah.
Oh God. Oh, that's spicy. Oh, that's kind of like, oh.
Oh, the heat doesn't hit you at first. It's just like super, it's kind of bitter and tangy. And then the heat hits. And then your body starts convulsing like it is right now. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to share that with my family. Oh. Let's try another one. Probably should be eating this with something. I'm kind of eating this on almost an empty stomach, so I might just lay down later. That's a spicy soup. Oh.
That's a spicy soup.
Oh, that's good. Ah, okay. Now, let's try and center yourself, Aaron. Whew. We got this little glass jar with the cork and the spoon at Walmart. It was a few bucks. You could get a little shaker bottle or whatever. And we use a funnel. And we're probably gonna need to go get another bottle. Ugh. Oh. Oh. This would be great with chicken, like chicken wings. Okay, so we'll set that aside for some family members. I've got an uncle who loves this sort of stuff, so I'm sure he'll appreciate it. It's a great Christmas gift for your spice-loving friends. Trying to keep my head straight. I could really use some milk. This should keep fairly well. You would want to use an airtight container for it. Yeah, ideally you'd want to use an airtight container for long-term storage. You can chill this, it'll last longer. You can probably add some preservatives to it, but as it is, it should probably last quite a while. Now, because my sister is so amazing, she has sneaked me a glass of milk. Oh my God, that feels good. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like if you liked it, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Share, ring the bell for notifications if you are subscribed. And we're gonna have all sorts of stuff related to this down below, including all the tools that we used, the, what's it called? Recipe, and the ingredients and whatnot. Make sure you comment if you've got anything to say. And thanks again, Dalton, for making me do this. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.